Ich schwör dir, Kunde.
Okay. Ja, der Onkel. Tuba Loops. Uferloses Ufergewächs. Das Ufer wächst komplex in deinem Jochbein. Das Jochbein ist ein Bein ohne Füße.
auch.
Wieder. Sie reisen mit 2 Tickets.
Ja. Ich fliege immer auf 2 Plätzen. 24a und 24b. Nur so habe ich die absolute Garantie, dass neben mir keine lästigen Typen sitzen und mich von der Seite anquatschen. Und Mundgeruch haben.
Ach so. Also schön. Dann bitte Flugsteig 14. Die Maschine ist startbereit.
Tja, das hoffe ich.
waves reaching the microphone are changed into impulses of electric current.
No need to worry about your pre-recorded music tapes being accidentally erased. It can't happen.
Well,
Alright guys, it's time. It's a Saturday evening. Siege is going to be first, Lockers is going to be your third map. So I believe the second map will be... Island is out. What's left? Goldman Railway. So Goldman Railway will be our second map then. Siege will be first in this loser bracket final of the Ballistix Masters 2018 LanX Championships happening at LanX 2018 up in Pretoria North. We find ourselves with eLement.Lithium up against puLse.Eclectic. Lithium containing a lot of former puLse players, once led by the Joker himself. Now under the control of Haxel, I believe, who's the leader there, or the team lead. Get away from all that shooting. Sorry, so you can hear me better. But yeah, it's a tasty affair. Loser goes home. The winner goes through to face F5 Gaming in tomorrow morning's final, happening at 9:30 AM. It's going to be a tasty one. Whoever makes this. I would say off the bat, eLement will probably... Off the bat, eLement are probably the favorites to make the final. I think from the beginning of the tournament, a lot of people probably predicted F5 Gaming versus eLement. No, Zavod was banned out, Max. So it's Siege, Goldwood, then Lockers. Yeah, so a lot of people would have predicted that it would have been eLement.Lithium up against F5 Gaming in the final. However, puLse.Eclectic can upset that prediction and get themselves into the final. Siege Shanghai, pretty straightforward. Nice 3-lane map. Got your waterfront, got your mid. I've got your main road here on the right side. Yeah, so Colonel Jakes, this will be the last game of today. If you want to catch the earlier games, you can go and check the rest of the videos on the channel. I will add them to the playlist, the Ballistix Masters Finals playlist that I have created, where I'll put all the games in there. So it's one place you can see all the games, and you can check the other games that occurred. First game was at 10 o'clock this morning, then we had a game at 1. Then we had a game at 5, which was the which was the upper bracket final, which was the game before this, and now we have our final game of the day, which is now obviously occurred at 8 PM. And then our last game for the whole tournament will be tomorrow morning at 9:30 AM. We will have your puLse team on the Chinese red side. eLement.Lithium will be on the US blue. A few early exchanges, no frags of yet. Smalls coming out by Lumi. Again, eLement not choosing to place a man up there on that walkway overlooking this left side on the waterfront side. Hax is going to take up this position here. He's fighting into the store. He's not finding much yet. Before he's on the far left. Axel peeks. Reload comes out. Marsh trying to push down in through the foyer. Joker should be close by. Joker taking up a position in mannequins. He now pushes to Yumi's position. Trying to assist here. Trying to find an opening. Marsh gets hit by the grenade. Oh, okay, Jakes. Yeah. Everything is always here on the channel if you guys ever want to come back and rewatch it. You don't have the time to finish the stream, or you just want to recatch some of the action. Show a friend or two of what Battlefield 4 is all about in SA, and what Ballistix Masters is all about as well. Thanks to our wonderful organizers and sponsors. Grenade goes on Lumi here. He's going to push back, but he does get taken out. Space created here for Pulse, and they're going to use it. Axel's going to be able to push up now on the right side. He's going to peek up. Standard procedure. Does he win though? No, he loses us out. That's Pulse's opportunity gone, and they rotate back into a defensive position. Marsh has managed to push up because Axel has now left his position void, but good cover here by Storm and Kyle Cadaver. Around statue. Euphoria sees the movement. Can't get the frag. Axel's back in his position. Still a lot of back and forth. Lumi popping those smalls towards Broken Truck. Salt is here with the Magnum, trying to spot him out. See if we can clip him in the head. Nothing's happening as of yet. Joker just behind. T trying to do the same. Trying to sort of push through. Mannequins into the foyer. Bomb resets once again. Slow early exchanges here. Two teams trying to feel each other out, create that space. Euphoria not winning this fight against Storm. Storm gets one. It's a good kill on Tronics. Still got Euphoria though to deal with. Marsh has managed to find himself some space here on the left side. Pushes up, he's got two to deal with though. He gets one, can't get the second. Kyle sorts him out. Kyle should get the res on Axel. Axel comes back. Meantime, when they're putting players in and around the mannequins area, Dean rotates back after getting healed up. They're now being pincered in. Flank on the right side by Haxel. Spots one, gets one. Marsh goes down. Kind of huddled up here are Element Gaming inside mannequins. Colonel, this is exactly why I'm on YouTube. For that exact reason. A lot of people have Twitch problems when it comes to South Africa, of course. With being on YouTube, you can choose to either stream at 720/60, or you can lower the setting or the quality at least, so that you can still at least catch some of the action. Might not be as clear as day, but at least you can watch. Whereas if I was doing this on Twitch, I still need to figure out the ins and outs of how to get yourself, you know, this is without being an affiliate on Twitch, getting yourself the quality button. Meantime, Element have an opportunity here. They've managed to push up. They're going to get the plant in on Charlie. Zuwan, actually, he had time. He was standing there. He could have tossed that small. Doesn't. They did manage to stop the plant, so the plant does come in now by Tronics. I think he was actually waiting for the second plant to come in, or the second attempt at the plant. Lumi reloads quick on that small, gets a nice kill there. Getting it the second, just tries to fire blind there. Elements, Euphoria close in. Haxor's managed to gain some space here. Sees the spray, he's not aware of Euphoria though to his right. Still being pushed from the right. He doesn't know about statue, he knows now. Euphoria goes down, there's still one man behind. We have to reload quickly, remaining team. Teammates push up, surviving the grenades. There's only two remaining. Kyle has to get back, get himself some meds out. Safecom is being well defended. They're going to push Axel now. He's taken out, and this should be Element taking the first Safecom, and they do. They go 1-0 up in this first half. First map, loser bracket final. Winner goes through to meet F5 Gaming tomorrow morning at 9 AM. The final, loser goes home. Grenade comes out. Marsh flanking nicely on the left side. Element trying to maintain this aggressive defensive line. Push up. They don't want to give much territory away. The bomb will respawn in the middle of the map. Tronics now pushing. Burn truck. Player runs away. Rotates back again. He finds one. He was being engaged on from behind. Lumi though pushing up just in front there. They're pushing. Showcase. Showroom. Kyle trying to fire from the other side. Trying to find something just to get Pulse back into this. Element showing why they're the favorites to find themselves back in the final. Pulse though, aren't any pushover. Still got experience, well-known players, have played at LanX before and have been to the Versus Gaming Championships as well, and DGC in years before that. So these guys do know what it is to play in competitive finals. Not just the final, but loser bracket finals to make it there. Those crunch moments, bomb goes down. Carl has to try and get a quick res. He has to met up as well. He does get a quick res. Axel's back up, bomb is carried. Carl rotates back, he's going to go down main. Being chased though, Joker's here. Joined by Tronics, they should find him just outside mannequins. But he does have support. Gets himself behind some cover. Gets taken out, Joker does a good job. Pulse though have players here. Hacksaw gets rid of Joker. Deciding whether to push once again. You're getting engaged upon from behind. US spawn comes out from one of the element players. Bomb is picked up by Hacksaw. Also have an opportunity to move up, but Euphoria is causing a little bit of problems here. Grenade comes over, but he does get eye anyways to the fire. It comes out from those AEKs. Lumi's holding strong on this angle. He's got that small ready. Gonna pop the cover. Get rid of it on the staircase here. Carl has to rotate back and made himself up. Lumi here once again with that small. Euphoria watching this far right side. Axel's gonna push up now. It's a way of Dean. Lumi engages quite nicely. Forces Hacksaw back. A little bit of space now created though for Pulse, and they're going to use it. They're going to move up, try to get close in on Alpha. Element slowing it down though, and they've managed to do a lot here. Res does come out on Hacks. He was behind that wall. There's a quick dip there. Once again, another dip. Manages to survive any damage coming in. Gets a quick res there. Gets a nice quick kill on Marsh as well. Bomb is still in a good area for Pulse. Axel finally goes down. They have Zuan in a good position as well. He can maybe get the res. He will. Quick res. Gets pushed. Gets one. Can he get the second? Yes, he does. That's a good clutch for him. And Pulse have managed to clear this up, and they should get in on this plant. Alpha will be the plant, and well played to Zuan there, keeping his team in it. He needed to get that res and then still defend his bomb carrier, which was Hacksaw, and he managed to do it with a nice quick multi-kill there. And Hacksaw now going to defend his own plant. Going to stay in close. And he pops a small somewhere. That's a reload it on. Thomas clearing up nicely. Gets cleared out. He was going to rotate soon towards that MCOM, and we'll be finding ourselves in a good... And there we go. Pulse now back in it on one MCOM each. And this looks very familiar for that element team after seeing themselves play really close games against F5. For Pulse, this is perfect. They honestly have nothing to prove here. These guys came just to play some competitive battlefield. And right now, they've got Element back on the back foot here. However, Lumi doing a good job there, getting rid of Storm. Euphoria is trying to find something here. Bit of a spread out position here for Pulse. Bomb is available, and I think Zuan's going to get to it. Marsh, though, holding a good position. Trying to prevent Element from getting out of there. Spawn here. Hacksaw does go down. That's a good opportunity for Joker to take up a nice position there. Yes, death. First round. First half. First map. Oh, doesn't get the kill because a couple of sprays on there. Both teams sitting on one income each. Shout out to everybody that's currently watching. Thank you for joining me tonight. This last game on this Saturday to see who's going to be joining F5 Gaming in that final happening tomorrow morning at 9:30. If you're up early enough, come on and join me, because I'm going to have to get up because I promised to show that final. Normally on a Sunday I would definitely be sleeping in. Salt though. Just trying to do something. Smoke covers that. Joker staying close to the pillar here. More smokes coming out. Maybe he's going to use it well. He does enjoy using his smoke. pushing the bomb carrier now. Pulse being pushed back. Element have regained some ground. This is good. Good territory gain for Element. Tronics can do a nice hard flank. He's going to be able to. Kyle's going to find him though. He loses that battle. Well played to Tronics. Kyle jumping straight into that. Salt's going to try and quickly get the res on, but he can't. He's going to have to deal with Tronic now. Bomb is down in the meantime. Oh, good rotation there by Salt. Bomb is back up though. In Element's position. Salt having to rotate back in towards the container. Hold spawn nicely. Kyle's a little bit jittery. Just quick switching between his equipment there. Dean trying to get something to happen there. Yeah, thanks, Jax. 15, as you say. Plant coming in from Element, and they're looking to keep this, hold it, and take the lead. Ooh, yeah, dude, that prize money though. Completely forgot about the prize money. For me right now, I was just thinking about just being the winner in general. Didn't realize there was such a nice prize pool there as well for the winners. So that's a very nice paper. A lot of do-re-mi, huh? Up in there. And that's all thanks to our wonderful sponsors. Ballistix, Crucial, Scientech, Antech, and of course Red Dragon Peripherals as well. But a big shout out to the Scientech guys doing a lot of work bringing the products to South Africa. Going to supporting not only the F5 team but the tournament in general and throughout the year. And it seems like Element are going to take this MCOM and they're going to take us into the second half with a 2-1 lead. puLse still have something to use. It's not over yet for them. But at least we know how the first half has got. Just give them a notification, 1 minute of ad quickly. And I'll join you guys just now.
Crucial Ballistix gaming memory delivers the seamless performance and instant responsiveness you need for total domination. With Ballistix gaming memory, you get faster speeds, lower latencies, and aggressive heat spreaders. Advanced features such as LEDs, low-profile modules, and real-time temperature monitoring let you customize your rig further. Ballistix modules are available in DDR3 and the latest DDR4 technology, which is faster, has lower voltages, and greater capacities than DDR3. Choose your level of performance with Sports, Tactical, or Elite series, and crush the competition with Ballistix. Accelerate nearly everything on your rig with a Crucial SSD. Slash load times. Get into your game faster and access files, games, and apps almost as soon as you click on them. Choose the form factor that's right for your build and destroy the competition with the power and acceleration of a Crucial SSD.
Alright, guys, I've read it up anyways, but I'll let them know I'm ready. When people don't read the chat, thanks, man. Feels custom, man. Alright, guys, gonna get into the second half. Element 2 MCOMs to 1 up, thanks to that first half performance. As Mrs. Lumi is now back in chat. Thank you for joining us, guys. All 14 of you guys, thank you so much for coming out. Element on your Chinese red side, puLse now on your US blue side. They have a little bit of work to do, but they're not completely out of it. They do have one MCOM to use from that first half, which gives them a better advantage than coming into this 2-0 down, but very early. Dean clearing out their cover. So Storm's going to take a position further back, which is surprising. So as you can see, Element clear out that cover very quickly. Dean smores it. However, in previous rounds, other teams don't put much emphasis on it. They kind of leave their cover up. I mean, we saw in the previous round that puLse didn't even try to clear it up. They just let Dean and Joker sit behind that cover and they didn't get any smores on it, clear it up or anything like that. Meantime, puLse player goes down as they try to push up down main road. Joker's close in the foyer once again, getting grenades thrown at him. Kyle also, puLse is one of puLse's top fraggers when it comes to close range engagements, so it's no surprise to seeing him there. As you can see, puLse, in fact, are one of those teams that puts the player up on this high end here. This is one being pushed now. He's in a tough position. Yeah, Hacksaw's been on fire completely. We know him, dude. Right? But man, when he brings the game, he brings the game. Marsh under pressure. He's going to be pushed here, but Kyle's not aware of him. Game's a little bit spread out now. Hacksaw rotates back. eLement find puLse players behind them. They're kind of stuck in a really precarious position here. puLse can squeeze them in now. If Hacksaw could find one frag here, he finds out the players coming from behind, but he does get taken out. eLement now have taken up their defensive positions once again in terms of regaining their side of the map. Getting rid of Hacksaw. Storm's going to rotate back behind the car. Suwan has managed to find a little bit of territory up in the foyer. He's pushed up against the container now. Can he win that fight? No, he doesn't. Marsh regains the territory for eLement in the mid. Bomb is now back up again. Push mannequins, he gets one. Trying to find another one. Grenade's going to go out just to ensure no one else is there. Salt is still on this upper catwalk position. Pops some meds quickly. He's going to try and do something, because he is being pushed quite hard. I believe he has gone down. Space has been created for eLement. Remember, this MCOM goes off. Doesn't mean the end of the round yet. It just means that the best puLse can do is take us to an overtime. They're trying to find their way in towards the MCOM. puLse doing a good job of defending, but now Lumi's going to be able to get on that MCOM, and they've managed to be cleared out. And eLement look like they're going to set up a nice tight defensive line here to preventing puLse from getting in and disarming this before he gets a good kill on Storm as he tries to get out of spawn. Normally the easiest way to get out of spawn is on this left side by the water. However, Tronics is covering it. Doesn't need to engage until he needs to engage on a clear line of sight. Grenades are going to pressurize him. He does get pressured out, so this, like as I said, this is the best opportunity for puLse to find their way close to the MCOM. Close to going down. Marsh is close in defense. Gets one down. Grenade goes off. Axel's going to have to clutch something, but the MCOM goes. And eLement are now 3-1 up. GG hasn't come yet. So eLement in the pole position. They're coming back with the MCOM once again. eLement trying to find some way forward. I'm trying to do some math in my head now. I'm slightly confused as to why they're still playing. Confused myself. As I understand, eLement are now 3-1 up. puLse can only get one more plant. One more MCOM because there's only one left. Oh no, they can. Sorry, they can still get two. My bad, guys. Yeah, it's two in total to get the round over. That's why I was confusing myself so much. Now they are finally on the front foot. Get themselves close to Charlie. Hacksaw's going to have to bounce off it. There's a little bit of a dip there. Grenades come out even more. The grenade spam is real, guys, but it's not as bad as that 24/7 lockers action, huh? Am I right? Where's your airburst when you need him? Bravo's going to be the call now. Can Haxel get in close? He does have one man to deal with. He's being pushed from the right side. Patronix doesn't end up surviving. So one only clears him out now. Carl's back up again. Bomb is in element possession in the showroom. They managed to clear out the last remaining player in that facility. Storm is now back in the foyer, holding position. Spawns come out. Yeah, I know the score is 3-1. I was just trying to understand how puLse gets back. It's because they can still get 2. Yeah, sorry, man. Thanks, Reno. That's what I'm just saying. I was right in my head. I just doubted myself for a little bit there and confused myself. Even though I was actually had the right information in my head. Storm holding the position. Bomb is now available. Bit of a blind of sight around that broken truck. He's going to try and get Lumi. But he can't. Carl in the foyer once again. Element don't have to do too much. And I think players have dropped. Yeah. Lang spike once again. Just runs the timer out, but at least I don't think we have to restart the round. I think the server should be fine, because we're on puLse's server and they haven't had any problems with their servers. I think this is a LanX issue. That definitely is a LanX issue. No clue why Dean is going to plant. Does he realize nobody's on the server? Oh, players are rejoining the server once again. And we're gonna have to see what happens now. I don't know if that is official. Well, let's just stick around on the server. This is still only the first map, but still. Yeah, Darren. I think they might just restart the round. Or maybe restart it from the position of where Element was. Or Element were, with being 3-1 up. Or they might just play for another MCOM. Oh, so they will have to restart it anyways, regardless. Okay. Thanks, Reno. So that means, yeah, they restart with Element only being 2-1 up then. And not 3-1. Oh, man. Feels LanX, man. Feels LanX. Why do heck? Why do heck? What the heck? Why do? Wayne coming in with that, why do heck? PUBG vibes. Guys, don't play with what the heck. He gets you banned on PUBG, even if your name is Shroud. No, I'm joking. What the heck? I think we're just waiting for the remaining puLse players to rejoin. They are now. Just LAN things, you know how it is. Yeah, wait. Sweet, sweet, sweet sounds. So here we go, players have readied up. So we're back to the way it started in the round. Element being 2 MCOMs to 1 up from that first half. This is your second half, and of course puLse is on your US blue side, Element on your Chinese red. They were 1 MCOM up after getting a good plant in, but however, with that drop coming in and it being majority of players and it's at LAN, they have to restart the round. And this is the restarted round now. Second half coming up. Let's see how it goes. Element starting with the engagement from range immediately. Trying to see if they can pick off 1 or 2 players. Man, that alarm. Crazy. Marsh goes down to Axel. Also being a little bit more aggressive this time. Quick res there by Salt on Axel. Gets another one. That's key. That's a key kill. And pressurizing Element. Also decided to really come out of the blocks here. Trying to get up to Eskies. Marsh has to stay close in. He has to find one, and he does. Hold spawn. He does. 1 player remaining. This is Euphoria. Finds cover. Does he get the res? Yes, he does. Plant comes in, however. Storm catches out one, catches out the second, and does a good job of clearing up and giving his team time to spawn on him. Now, puLse have players in and around the MCOM plant. Smoke coming out from Element. Trying to find some space here, get themselves in. Paste any. Ik weet die van paste any. Yeah, Darren, dude, you see, I was about to allude to that, the mental mindset thing. If this goes the way puLse wants it to go, obviously, but the way Element are hoping it doesn't go, Joker is not going to be happy. This shouldn't be happening at a LAN event, but I'm sure he's going to get defuse on, and he does. You know, listen, crap happens, right? But maybe on online setting, but it shouldn't happen at a LAN like this. You know, these type of tech issues where it's a key match. One team finds themselves, you know, in a positive position, and then loses their positive position and has to restart all over again because of something they didn't even do or, you know, had control of. Marsh just knifes Kyle in the middle of all that fighting. Mooney's here. Gets taken out. Spawn does come on him, so long. Tronics is on the left side. Joker's managed... Oh, sorry, Euphoria's managed to keep the bomb alive. Being pushed. The jump comes out by Zuan when he gets the kill. Element still have numbers in the area, so they can slow this down. Waiting. Just waiting. Wants to pop the small so badly. But yes, Wayne F5 looking really good. Obviously, they're in their final. They resting down, just standing around there, watching these two teams play each other. Zuan's been pushed all the way back. Yeah, Darren, I'm pretty sure. Joker's not... You don't take that guy. In fact, you know, guy's not locking stock of anything. Serious oak quality guy. puLse defending this well. Bomb carriers under some pressure. They need to clear out at least Salt here if they want to make an initial foray. They do. Got one more to deal with. Zuan's now under pressure. The grenade survives it. Well played to him. Rotations came out just in time before he finds himself up gate. He's now in a good position. He can clear out one. Watching for the other corner. Comes up from behind him though. Zuan is still here. They have the bomb. Bomb has gone down again. Euphoria. He's going to try and get a res. He does. Element got to find 1 or 2 other players that they can push up here because they are finding it hard. But they have managed to do it now and they've cleared up. Storm has to try and find his way out. Gets a good kill. That's good. So give him the initial opportunity to move out and gain some ground coming out of that spawn. Tough spawn to come out of. Charlie's the plant though. From Euphoria, they've changed it up. However, with the fact that it is slightly easier to get out of that US spawn on the Charlie's side, it does help Pulse out a little bit more. They can react to this better. Euphoria goes down. And Hacksaw's on the back end. The call would have come out. Last man standing's Marsh has got to hold something. He's got to do something, but he does go down, and Pulse will be able to defuse this. And there we go. Defuse comes out, and they're going to rotate up. But eLement have more than enough time to set up their defensive line once again. The two teams are going to have to feed each other out once again and see if they can gain some ground. Yeah, dude. Death. Gotta stay away from that shit, man. What's next for comp BF4? It's all about whether Battlefield 5 will be able to even support a competition mode. I mean, they screwed it up on Battlefield 1, did EA. So hopefully they can get it right for Battlefield 5. There he goes down. But thinking about it now in terms of the numbering sequence that EA have chosen, obviously they, after Battlefield 4, they produced Battlefield 1, and I think Battlefield 1 was intermediary for the next phase of their Battlefield, the main phase, I would say the main line of Battlefield games, which is now obviously Battlefield 5. So maybe Battlefield 5 will have this Battlefield 4 type feel when it comes to gunplay. I didn't get into the closed alpha. I am on the list now. Hopefully maybe I get an invitation for the next round, but sooner or later we will have open betas, obviously. We'll have to see and feel it out. So far, it hasn't been good responses to some of the new mechanics that they've come in. Apparently spotting has changed quite a bit. The revive and the down system is quite different as well, with players spending a lot of time more just looking at nothing while they're in their down phase before they can get revived by a medic, or before a medic even decides to come and revive them. So they just sit there watching shit go by before they can get back into the action. So it's small things like that that might just hamper a competitive side of the game. There hasn't been much talk about even a competitive side to the game. More to talk about the Battle Royale. Maybe we might end up having a Battle Royale set system of Battlefield. You know, we have a smaller Battle Royale type, you know, setting for Battlefield. We'll have to see how it all goes. Right now it's mostly prediction. In the meantime, concentrated on this game now. Pulse trying to find their way into the eLement side of the map, get that bomb back. And they've got the bomb under control currently. They can't seem to get out of their side of the map. Gain some sort of territory. Assault on that Overwatch position once again. Hip fire headshots there. A couple of hit markers. Joker's still in the foyer trying to find a pickle. Nah, Battalion's already died out, unfortunately. I think, Wayne, the key thing is us as South African players will support any title as long as the title supports what we want to achieve, right? And unfortunately, Battlefield 1 didn't seem to support what SA players wanted out of that game. You know, it didn't really give SA players what they wanted. eLement, meantime, are pushing up. Or pushing backwards as Pulse have managed to find this way to this side of the map. Damn, Dean with that point blank small. Carl's by himself. He does go down. Oh, spawn comes out. They have managed to clear out the remaining Pulse players. They're going to move forward, but Pulse will have players to defend this. So yeah, Wayne, it all comes down to whether it supports what we're looking for, right? We just want another game like Battlefield 4 where it's easily manageable from a server point of view, first of all. That's the key thing, right? It's okay if the game is, but you know, if the servers are based in-game as it is now, but we can get SA servers, but we can actually manage our servers correctly. Even if it's not through a third-party system like like Procon, maybe you have to log into like a, you know, an EA system. But as long as I, as an admin, can come in, I can set up the rules, I can set up, you know, only so many people, I can change my settings and things like that, like we have with Battlefield 4 and Battlefields before that. You know, that's all I think the first thing is when it comes to the administrative part of the competition value. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Death. So that's your first phase normally if you even want to run any sort of competition in esports gaming. It's the administrative part of the service. Is Lumi stuck? I think he was. Storm does go down. Lumi's going to try and get in on Bravo now. Yeah, then obviously smooth hit registration as well. I mean, we're not saying Battlefield 4 is the smoothest game ever, but it is doing what it is working quite well. I think the hardest part was for the BF4 community in SA was the rotation out of the 8v8 into more, you know, we then tested out the small, you know, Conquest Small. And now, when we finally settled on Obliteration because the settings were finally fixed by EA and the mode was working. Element got this plant in, they're going to try and defend it. However, Storm is on the defuse. I think the remaining Element players have cleared out and puLse will get back into it. Still got 4 minutes remaining on the clock. Got a lot to do. Still for both teams, a lot of back and forth here. I still feel if it was the other round that we had before we had the drop in the players, this would be a lot different. Loop so strup, puta. Loop so strup. Axel's on the right side, it's being pushed back. Carl's trying to find some sort of clearing. Carl suspecting somebody coming through the smoke, but no one's home. And they're still maintaining that classic line. I was trying to find that pick off there. Storm is on the right side. You have our mannequins under heavy pressure, not winning this fight so far. It's being pushed quite hard here by Deep. Deep just spraying and finally gets a kill. There's a gap here now for Element. They can pick up the bomb and head on forward. Axel, they haven't rotated back. Okay, Salt sees it now. It's a good kill, solid kill with that M4. Solid kill on Salt in return. Bomb is available to Element, they'll be able to get up. However, also able to set up their defensive line. Good kill on Marsh by Carl, he's defending this well. Try to push up. Element creating good space here for themselves. Salt's in the smoke, watching towards Charlie. He's trying not to create too much, draw too much attention on his own. He can slow this down, and he does. Don't think the spawn's going to be able to come out on him. Taking hits. So he has given at least his teammates a chance to come in from the base and get into the areas where they can. Pick up a few frags and get back on the defuse. Carl's here, he's going to push through the bar. There's a quick dip. Carl's coming through to try and get it. Res. Still got a few puLse plates to clear out. Axel going down is a good one for them. Joker finding it tough. He's in the thick of things here. Got two guys trying to clear him out. Element are getting a few numbers back again. And there we go, we finally get our first MCOM. An Element get themselves a good MCOM. They are now 2-1 up in this first map. That first half ending. And now? It shouldn't be GG. Is it GG? Oh, they took that first off 2-1? Why? Oh, the timing. They're just calling timing. Because there's not enough time really for puLse to do anything. They just call GG. And we're going to move over to the second map, which will be Goldwood Railway. It always confuses me when the players make decisions on their own, outside of what the rules, you know, where the current rules are standing. So eLement will take that first map. 2M comps to 1. puLse conceding that they won't be able to have enough time to even get a counter plant in. Because they've got to wait for the bomb to respawn. Run and pick it up. And then still plant it as well. The beats are real. As we say thank you to the wonderful radio for providing this entertainment while we wait for the vapors to show back up again. Condolences to their families for having vapors in their family. But we will now be getting underway soon as Tronics has joined the server. And the players can ready up for the second map. Other than that, let's get back into it, guys. Am I listening with my eyes? What are you talking about? Here we go, players are finally readied up. And this is the second map. Element taking that first map. Siege of Shanghai, so puLse have a lot of work to do. Yeah, they are sponsored by the ladies of the night this year. Specifically the dinner ladies. And here we go. So Zuan does have the small out as the engineer. And they're going to clear out those buildings nice and quick. So will D. Element putting two players on the left side here. Tronics will be going on the inside. Will be Joker on the far left. Dean's held stance further back. He's under pressure now. Needs to find some cover. Hacksaw's close in. Reloads even though he has 27 bullets left. You didn't need to reload. Also got a good position on the inside of the map. Element squeezed in a little bit. Don't have much territory to work with. Also got a lot of sight on where the Element players are coming from. Grenade's going to be slightly short on Storm. He does take damage. Good second grenade though. Follows up. Smalls are coming out to clear out his cover. Jumps down. Doesn't see anything yet. Nice tight angle. Let's get the kill. Lumi goes down. puLse playing quite well here. puLse now putting the squeeze once again back onto Elements in this bomb area. Top side of the map, grenade goes up by Joker. Pressure onto Hacksaw. He has to push past it now. Elements still don't have the bomb in hand. Warrior now clears out Hacksaw. Joker's still here. He's trying to get rid of this final player that's just causing him a bit of trouble here. Does finally get a Carl though, is behind. Doesn't engage as of yet. Now he does, good idea. Warrior goes down. Carl choosing the ACE for this map. Dean Small goes over, big grenade as well. Exposes Carl. Meantime though, puLse still have good territory in the middle of the map. Not anymore though. And Zuan's going to try and get into an elevated position here with Small. Aerial position taken up here by Euphoria. Jumps down now as he is heavy partial, trying to get rid of puLse plays in good aerial positions themselves. Targets good kill there on Tronics, goes down. Joker's trying to get tight in on this plant without exposing himself too much. He's going to have to find himself some cover quickly. Joker's still close in. Meantime, Lumi's pushing. Lumi should clear that up, and that's going to create the opportunity now. Joker to get the plant in. And he will. Plant comes out from Element. puLse is on the top here. These two players in a really tough position. It's going to be hard for them to find their way back down again. Storm just can't find some solid ground to stand on while still remaining elevated. Tronics does go down, but he's under pressure once again. Hacksaw has to come around from the other side of the map. He's pushing from the Russian side. That is the element site. They managed to clear them out, and now they should be able to get the defuse on. And they leave Zoo onto it. There's no small that will be big enough to land all the way there, so defuse will be successful for puLse. Then the Romans Pizza CEO gave to Jacaranda FM. Why did Romans Pizza CEO give Jacaranda FM money? Was it for a personal prize that they were running on the radio? But that is a good point there. Grenade gets rid of Kyle there. Cadaver goes down, Marsh is rotating. Lemon trying to get close in on this plant of pulses. Pulse in a good position here. Trying to slow this down. Take it out. I think Euphoria might just be able to get there. He will get on defuse. Now can they defend him? Okay. Oh! He's just made it there. Defuse comes out. Well played to element. Managed to push the pulse guys back towards base. Marsh is quite advanced though. So you get an early engagement, but he does get taken out. Euphoria trying to find some cover for himself. He does in the end. Gets out of the building just in time. And they're trying to find their way forward here. Axel's in behind. This is a very good position he's taken up. Too surprised, this guy's quite nice that he spots him out, so information is being given to the rest of his teammates. He's been able to maintain this position. Spawns come out on him as well. Plant is coming in though onto Alpha. Plant does get successfully done. The elements still have players in the area. Oof, that small really hurting Marsh there. Forcing him to change the position quite a bit because cover's completely gone. Olympian though still managing to defend this. Joker's in a good position just to disrupt some of this counterplay coming out by puLse. He's got aerial presence as well. He runs down now. Pulls the parachute. Last man standing. I don't think the spawn's gonna come out. He's damaged. Okay, now he does. But I don't think that's gonna be enough. There is a defuser on the bomb. Oh! Comes through Lumi, of course, with the clutch. Can he get another one? Grenades come out and they've managed to do it. Element. I'll take your first MCOM of the second map, first half. Tronics is the only man standing. Does get a squad revive as well. 2 squad revives, that is. Element will take your first MCOM. Wow, some clutch plays there. First Lumi with the small and good grenades coming out. Joker, though, instrumental in making that possible by just holding his position, managing to prevent any damage coming out after initially taking damage for the spawns to come out. So for those who don't know, if you're taking damage and your squad is ready to respawn, they cannot spawn on you until you're not taking damage anymore. So he just managed to slow things down enough that the rest of his teammates could spawn. Lumi being the first, being able to pop that small, then the spawn coming out onto Lumi further as well. And then they were able to defend their plant onto Alpha. Now puLse found themselves one income behind. Not a lot. Lumi's small is going to hurt a little bit more. Because it creates a good opportunity for them to get onto Bravo, and they're going to go for that Bravo plant. Lumi's in a good position. They really have to get on top of him, and they do. Remaining element players are rotating down now. Before he's going to be the first to engage, and he does. Gets a nice second as well, but the drum is going to explode if he doesn't get out of the way. Bomb is still in a good position, and Element will still be able to plant this. Rez has come out as well. Carl's in a position where he has to hold spawn here. He can't really engage much. The rest of his teammates are spawning back at base. Carl's not doing much in this position. Spawns come out now. I think the rotations... for some reason, he expects somebody to be in this area, but before he's a lot further up. Just trying to prevent puLse from getting out of their spawning anywhere close to this MCOM. Lumi's using the buildings as cover. One of the fallen buildings, that is. March is going to run up here. There's a building behind B. Breaks down. He's now aware that somebody's with him. He doesn't win that fight. He does go down. That's Hacksaw. The Element, though, is still the closest. And there we go. Element will take this first half. 2 MCOMs to 0. A lot better performance than they had in that first half of Siege of Shanghai. Just gonna go to a quick ad. And then we'll be back straight into the action once again for the second half of this loser bracket final. Alright, let's get back into it. Let these guys know already. And here we go, players are going to ready up now. Element in a really good position. Two MCOMs to 0 up, and that's a really good position to be in. puLse will be on your Russian blue side, Element will be on your Chinese red. Let's see how it goes. Tronics going to take a really wide position. A clear shot of whatever else is in front, and Carl's now in a really tough position. He won't be able to rotate out. He's going to have to run back. Takes a few partial hits. Meantime, also managed to take a little bit more control on the inside there. Caddy. Deagle's enormous begin. So Element do have the bomb. They're trying to find their way back down again. They're in good position here. Lumi gets revived. Can he get the trade? He's gonna survive. He's gonna have no meds though. Oh, what's going on? These guys are just like running around, jumping. Joker's just holding his position tight, trying to clear the first head he sees coming up that staircase onto the roof. Also, good control on the inside of the map. Not much Element can do until they have space for themselves. They need to try and move to this side, to their right side. Nova, tell him, boy, tell him. Forey's got somebody close here. This one is quite close. Player's under pressure there. Should get killed now. He does. Nope, not yet. LanX does go down in the end. eLement trying to quickly create space here. He doesn't know where to put this. He wants to put it somewhere. Thought the player was going to be right there on the window. He does get the kill on Zuan. And now he's got to deal with the player on the inside. Grenades come out. eLement now making their movement forward. Good kill by Storm though on Euphoria, and they've managed to slow down eLement's push here. Have Pulse. Salt tries to get a quick res. Had the paddles out, gets caught out. Remaining Pulse players though do have the bomb in possession. But can Zuan get himself out of here? He probably will. Marsh is the only player in this area left trying to deal with whatever comes his way now. Pulse managed to gain some good ground here. Meantime, Marsh is still here. Storm and Marsh is trying to figure out what's going on. Zuan, in the meantime, he's trying to find his way onto an MCOM here. And I think Alpha is going to be the push. Tronics now turns around, takes up a good position, stops that from happening. Carl spotted out, rotates down, finds cover just in time. He does get taken out though. eLement defending this wall. They are 2-0 up in the second map. We'll lose the bracket final. Winner goes through to face A5 Gaming tomorrow morning at 9:30 AM. User unfortunately drops out of the tournament. Also trying to stop eLement from getting out of here with the bomb. He's going to run out before he gets caught up in the building. Gets one. Second one's going to take him out. Res comes out as well. Bomb's not being picked up though. Slows things down a little bit. So Alpha is not going to be available for now. Tronics is going to watch it and spray it anyways. Rotation towards Bravo comes out. However, the wall is still up, so it's not going to be easy to plant it. Joker's close as well. Presents another challenge for Pulse. Axel now going to try and see if he can get himself onto Alpha. Trying to get a nice little angle kill there. Sees Axel's gun. Does he get the one? No. Goes down in the end. Axel's finally going to try and get onto that Alpha plant. Pops a grenade just in case as well. Gets it done. Euphoria's trying to find him rotating out now. He does see him. Doesn't get the kill though. Disengage upon from the left side. As Salt is here, kill assist comes out as well. It's confirmed, and final player goes down for eLement. Pulse are bringing it back, even though they are 2-0 down. Good multi-kill there by Storm. Getting this MCOM will put Pulse in a really good position to push eLement all the way, and eLement now going to concede it. We'll try and take up position around the bomb. Bomb goes off. We are now in a position where Pulse now has something to work with. Total MCOM count is now 2-1 in favor of eLement. However, this half Pulse are now 1 MCOM to 0 up. Grenade comes in back towards Euphoria in return. Holdings are going down. There's less cover for the players to use. Joker's going to have the bomb available to him. Let's pick it up now. Maybe managed to clear out the player pushing, but he's being pushed right close in. Salt picked it up, but then got cleared out of the trade by Tronics. Gets the res on Joker. Salt's going to have to do a lot here though. First line of defense, under pressure. A lot of people facing that window. Pushing them now in the building. Good work by Storm. Storm though gets taken out in return. Tronics is pushing down. I think Alpha's going to be the attempted plant here, but he has to slow down a little bit. Zoran gets a good kill on Euphoria. Doesn't go down for the grenade, so he stays up. This is good for puLse. Joker's outside the building. Still trying to deal with Salt here. They've slowed the bomb down, have puLse. eLement though still have players in the vicinity. Remaining players are coming through from spawn. They're still close to Alpha. They have sight on Alpha, so they can slow this down. Power pushes up, grenade comes out, so he will win that. He has the bomb close in. Not too sure where it is. Now they're going to push inside the building. Tronics is forced to move around. He's going to get taken out. Marsh though is in a good position. He's going to pop a nade. Does get a kill. Storm goes down. Bomb is still rotating. He has footsteps. Faces the wrong way and then gets cleared out. puLse now trying to get in on Charlie here. puLse get this M-Comp. Gonna go to overtime. Play by Carl there. Lumi though gets Carl as the drum explodes next to him as he tries to run away. And I'm trying to get close in. Smoke is going to help Joker here, but he's got a lot to worry about. Source out one from behind, but another player comes over. There's no teammates to rotate with him because they have been cleared out. Carl also gets a res on one of the players for puLse Gaming, and it seems like we might just be going to OT here. There we go. We're back to being even again. 2-2 each. OT it is. Just make sure. Yes, OT it is, boys. Boys and ladies, because we know Mrs. Lumi's up in the chat. Watching her boy go all the way, and now he's finding himself in an OT round on the second map. eLement are one map up after winning that first map. However, puLse now have an opportunity to win this map and take us to a third. If eLement do want to win this map, they now have to do it the hard way by doing it in OT. And remember, for those who weren't here for the previous game that had some OT rounds in it, fastest plant gets you the win. So it's very critical that you are the first team to plant because you put the second team under pressure. Unless their plant is slightly later in the round, then you give the opposing team a lot more time to work with. Asylum, if you're not here to watch the game and you're just here to berate it, please take it easy. So the settings are right, but the map is incorrect. And there we go. Reset should come out now. So here we go, players have readied up for this overtime. round second map actually. Element are one map up, so this is for puLse to take us to a third. Keep themselves in it. Yeah, Asylum, the horse is still kicking pretty much. These boys can win themselves some nice prize money tomorrow morning if they win that final. So it's very important for whoever wins this game to get themselves to their final. So here we go. puLse will be on your Russian blue side. Element will be on the Chinese red. And it's all about speed, but precision as well with this, with OT. With this being Goldwood Railway, I'm pretty sure the plant will be not as quick as we see in a map like Siege of Shanghai or Lockers. How do you run out of things to watch on YouTube? Just go watch Twitch then, dude. There's a shitload of stuff to watch on there. Jesus, Wayne, take it easy, bro. Might have to have you redact that comment. Meantime, a lot of fighting happening around the bomb here. Element are now going to be able to get a hold of it. However, Storm is doing a good job here of clearing up the remaining Element players. He knows the rotation has come out behind him now. Tries to do a little bit of flank of his own. Lumi does go down in the end. Wayne, score update is that we are on OT because the second map, Element took the first half 2-0 and puLse took the second half 2-0, so now we're in overtime. Of the second map. So far F5 are in the final. Third map will be Lockers if we do go that far, but we only go there if puLse managed to win this OT round. Element being a map up already thanks to taking Siege of Shanghai. And as I expected, this is going to be slightly slower than usual because it is Goldwood Railway, so both teams are not going to want to give the other an opportunity to plant as fast as they can. So whoever does plant, if they do plant, it's going to be quite late in the half. This means the opposing team is going to have a lot of time to plant. Wayne, thank you for redacting that. puLse now in good position. Not going to pick the bomb up yet. Looking at a lot of frags first. I think they want to clear up some space for themselves. Marsh is in a really tough position here. Time is running low. I think puLse have finally decided they're going to try and get a plant in. It's flanking a lot further left now. Trying to squeeze in Zuan here. Bomb goes down in a really good area, and I think Element will have an opportunity now to push up. But however, Euphoria is now left alone. He has to hold Sport, is being pressured as well. Shoots the drum out. Doesn't do much for himself. And now puLse will be able to get a plant in. Feel a vote kick coming up in chat soon. I'm going to try to get back in onto the M pump to maybe defuse it here. I mean, the worry is that, well, there is technically no worry. Second half they'll have a lot of time to defuse it, but they're going to go for the defuse anyways. puLse though do have players. Grenades are going to come out. They do manage to defend their plant, but it's very, very late. 4 minutes 40. 19 seconds remaining on the clock, so Element are going to have a lot of time if they want to plant, or if they're going to manage the plant. They have a lot of time to work with. Can beat it quite easily if they push. So let's see if they can. Yeah, because there's literally nobody other than me that's doing it at this level. But thank you, Wayne. I always appreciate it, man. Thanks. Hashtag no other, dude. It seems literally so apparent right now in this context. I mean, Saber is still there, and Pora did a little bit early on in the year, but I do believe at the level that I do it at, I'm the only one that does it at this level. And I'm not saying like it's the highest level ever in casting, but I do put some effort into it, and I make sure I bring you as much as I can. Haven't I done a cast Nova with Rambo in the past before? Didn't I do a co-cast with him? Yes, it's Uncle Ribbus. Uncle Ribbus has big responsibilities now, dude. He had to move on. He decided to open a new chapter in his life, boy. Big time now. Alright, just waiting for the players to ready up. I don't know why they're taking so long to ready up now. Probably, I think Joker's just running through the strats with his boys before they start. I mean, they have a lot of time to work with here. So I would say, even though puLse do have a plant from that first half, it's going to be quite tough for them to slow things down, like, you know, to really slow it down. Dude, Wayne, that Zinger burger that day was nice, dude. Thank you. Guys, Wayne hooked me up with a sweet KFC Zinger burger there. At one of these KFC branches that he manages in Pretoria. It's actually close to... Was it? No, it wasn't close to LanX. It's not exactly close, but it's that side of Pretoria as well. So here we go. puLse will be on your Chinese red side. Element will be on your Russia blue. puLse with that first plant. So here we go. Like I said, puLse have something to work with, but they've got a lot of time that they have to defend. Unless they go for the next plant and just outright win it. Element though, as well, they do have a lot of time themselves to get the plant in and beat puLse here. And get themselves into the final to face F5. Hey Monet, welcome dude. Tanky. Thanks for coming by. Tronics getting found out. puLse is doing a really good job here. I don't know, Element. Could they be panicking a little bit? I mean, they've got a lot of time to work with, but they're just not finding the frags. Their puLse are taking up a really good defensive position. Lumi gets a kill. Not with the small, but with the headshot. Small comes in return from Zuan, but nothing really happens here. These guys trying to snipe each other out. Zuan goes down. Lumi stays up. Element now finally going to make the push. Got a lot of time to work with here. Hello, die liefde in die chat, boys. Much love going around. And a big thank you to all of you. Big shout out for joining me tonight. Again, just a reminder that final will be broadcast at 9 AM tomorrow morning. I will be bringing it to you. Once this is done, I'll update everything. So I know when I start tomorrow morning, I just literally start it. It all comes down to who wins here. This is the second map, guys. We're in second half of overtime. puLse ready to get a plant in 4 minutes 40 seconds. And now puLse are trying to slow eLement down here. So eLement do have a lot of time, as I said, to work with and get a plant in. There was 19 seconds remaining on the clock when that plant went down. But now puLse are going to manage to clear up eLement, get the bomb. And I would say, like I said, they can outright just close it off by just getting the next plant. And just winning 2 MCOMs to know why not. Who cares about trying to slow eLement down? Just beat them outright, and it seems like they might just do it here. As I said before the matchup started, the puLse team, not really the favorite, not the team that at the beginning of the tournament most people would have expected to perhaps be in the final. Not saying that they weren't one of the contenders, I'm just saying a lot of people expected this eLement.Lithium team to be in the final, probably up against F5 Gaming, who are currently already in the final and awaiting the winners of this game. But I don't know if eLement seem to have conceded this already. Focus, boys. Still can do something, but puLse have just set up a really good defensive line here. And they're really looking to take this to a third map. To clear out. They're not going to get anywhere close to Alpha. And that's going to be GG. Third map it will be, which will be lockers, guys. Oh, man. Subtaps. No, I know it's you, dude. I was just, you know, when I look at chat, I just look at the first name at first. So I just shout out whoever comes to chat. But Taps, dude, thanks for popping by and joining me, joining the rest of us. And we are going to a third map in this loser bracket final, which will be lockers. And I think I'm going to do a quick ad break while we still have the time and the guys wait it out. One of our wonderful sponsors, Red Dragon Peripherals. I'll see you guys now. Okay, what happened there? Why, did the server go down now? Please don't tell me the server went down. Yeah, everybody got kicked off the server. At least nothing had started yet, so that's a good thing. Maybe they reset the server. Yeah, but they've obviously gone for a smoke break. No, the server's disappeared, guys. Dude, Nova, dude, I know lockers there. Why is it always that third pick? Yeah, all the servers are suddenly disappeared again. Game servers giving us issues tonight. Let's see if you can join again. Nope. Just leave this. You already told me. Battlefield being Battlefield, guys. I think I'm gonna quickly just restart the game. Let's just restart the game quickly. Like almost nobody playing the game now because servers just disappeared. All probably taking, as Wayne has alluded to in chat, taking a smoke break anyways. Can you really call it a smoke break if it's actually a vape break? Because those guys don't smoke cigarettes anymore. They're amateurs now. Just vaping, running around vaping. Okay, ID3 net is still up. Let's see. Ah, servers have disappeared completely. ID3 net is still. Other one is, yeah, it's still up somehow. Really weird that that is still there. Lockers is also still there. Don't know why these servers are disappearing so much. It just seems like a classic LanX issue, right? This is crazy, man. But like I said, the positive thing is nothing has started yet. Maybe we should just end up playing on like one of these servers that are empty. Just go to the WRC server and stop playing there. Should I play a story mission, guys? Play a single player. Play the campaign. Oh, so that's their problem, is Windows. Oh, so that's what they're doing. Why do these things always happen during LanX? If it's not something that happens at LanX, then it's something outside of the control of LanX. Like now game servers want to have server issues. Reno, thank you for that though. At least everyone in chat now knows what the issue is and why these things are happening. So we spectate ID3 net, guys, so long. Or plays Commander. This is ridiculous, man. But again, as I said, the positive is nothing started yet with that third map. It's one thing for a server to reboot, but it's another, it's like... $12-hour name cat, bro. Go. Oh wait, servers are coming back now. The list seems longer. Something's come back. ALG's back, yeah, but I don't think I favorited that anyways. Man, this is ridiculous. No, it's only the final tomorrow. It's only the final tomorrow. Okay, there, the server's back. Yeah, dude, we should just use the i3D server. It's the server's back now, guys. Wayne, it's only the final tomorrow morning, dude. This is the last game for today. And the last game outside of the final. Just gonna have to wait. Players come back on. Yeah, I think all the servers have just come back now. Okay, the admin's aware that the server's available, so players are probably gonna join now, or they're joining as we speak. Wayne, I still need to buy a cam, dude. I don't have money for a webcam. It's the last piece of the puzzle that I need for this whole setup. I mean, I've got a stream deck now. So that was like the second last thing I wanted for my streaming setup. So now the last thing is a webcam. Clive on the boys. So wow, Element probably didn't think they were going to find themselves in another third map situation after being pushed all the way by F5. These guys have played some heavy Battlefield games, I'm guessing, today. Seeing themselves in third map situation quite often. Dude, that would be interesting, eh? Just repeating face, like gif of my face the whole time, doing like some sort of casting type movements. Now, once I get the webcam, for instance, the AFK screen, I'll have my face there in the webcam instead of the game, you know, like the small screen of the game. But for games like this, I don't want the webcam there. It clutters the screen up. You don't need a webcam for a competitive game. Just waiting for the last two Element Gaming players. Okay, all players are here. I think they're just having a quick strat session before they get ready. And let them know that I'm ready. I think they should get this started as soon as possible in case something were to happen to the server once again, or at LanX to the internet connections. Okay, here we go. We find ourselves on a third map thanks to puLse. eLement taking the first map, Siege of Shanghai. puLse taking the second map, Goldmode Railway, thanks to an overtime win. And now we find ourselves on a third map in this loser bracket final. Winner goes forward to play F5 Gaming tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning. Loser unfortunately drops out and their journey ends here in this Ballistix Masters 2018 LanX Championship. It's been a competitive year of Battlefield 4 so far in the Ballistix Masters. And it all culminates and ends tomorrow morning. The best of 5 final. Here we go. So we will have eLement on your US blue side. puLse will be on your Russian red side. You know, like Russian red vodka or whatever it's called. Is there such a thing? You get Russian bear vodka. You know that. But we're not here to talk about alcohol. We're here to talk about snow. Snow. That annoying noise. That horrible sightline. Yeah. That's about it. That's all I can say right now. Axel's going to move down the left side. He's going to move down slow. Running 2 elements are, but one's going to rotate on the inside in towards the staircase, and that's going to be Marsh. Marsh is going to get that done before he is here now. Finds Axel nice and early, so that's good early frag. Why do I feel like I'm experiencing really bad frames here? Nothing in chat from these guys. Frames are really bad. They aren't dropping any frames. Seems to be better now. Or he's on the right side here, he's trying to do something. Meantime, puLse has been pushed back. eLement going straight for the jugular here. Pushing it straight to going into alpha. Gonna get the plant in. Guys, please tell me if you can feel any difference on the frames. I feel like there is a difference as I'm looking on my screen. My frame counter is not up. My NVIDIA frame counter, so I don't know where it's gone. Taps, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate the love. You know, I'm always here for the boys. I'm here for the community. puLse managing to clear up, and they're gonna get this defuse out. eLement are gonna get pushed back. Yeah, but Wayne's gonna be kind of tricky. They're gonna be there. I'm gonna be. I'll think about it. I mean, you can quickly just message somebody while they're at the LAN. puLse is now pushed up, trying to get in close in on this alpha. Joker goes down, and they're going to have the opportunity to do so. And they're going to get it in, get it planted. Sorry guys, I'm just going to minimize quickly. I just want to see. See, it does look better there now. Okay, there we go. Just checking with it. Yeah, it felt a bit weird. It did look a bit weird. Now, game looks a lot better now. There was a bit of frame issue there for some reason. Minimizing. So, puLse in a very good position here. They brought it straight back towards eLement. After eLement started off quite nice and loud and fast there. Start being pushed back. eLement going to try and get on the defuse. Grenade's going to come out. It's going to land right on before you. Yes, boys. Yes, boys. But he gets cleared up and everybody's dead. puLse managed to get the MCOM, and they are now 1-0 up in this third map. They're the reason why we're standing here on this third map. Thank you, puLse, for taking us to a 2-hour stream so far. Death, yeah, I know it looks normal, but I could tell there was a bit of issue. I could see it on my screen. There was a little bit of tearing on the screen there. Issues with the contrast and stuff, so I just quickly minimize it. It looks better now. Back to the way it was. Sometimes minimizing games can just upset that frame rate. Because I minimize so much because of the ads and stuff, so. Breaking their glass. Breaking their glass. I'll see you, baby. Breaking their glass. Breaking their glass. Don't shoot me. Okay, so trying to deal with Euphoria here, as usual. He's on the outside. Good grenade's gonna push him back. He will survive it though. Hey! That jump, that classic jump. puLse once again on the front foot. They're gonna push hard. They're taking it straight to eLement. They smell blood right now. They can kind of taste that final. Can really taste that final. eLement though. Now I'm gonna push Marsh underneath as it is clear. Call does come out. Troubles goes down. Marsh trades out nicely with Storm there. Pops up the grenade. Should get the full raise and he does. Zeon's holding the bomb. He's just behind cover there, trying to make sure that eLement don't get anywhere close to it. Marsh is now pushed up the staircase. Tronic's creating noise. He goes down. Tronic's just gonna watch that position. He knows the reloads come out, so somebody is obviously above him. Stuffing each other out here. Salt's just gonna hold the position. He's gone back upstairs now. Tronic's is not too sure whether his footsteps are right next to him. Now he realizes this is all the way above. Decides to push even more. Grenade comes up by Marsh. Tronic's is now got himself up. Salt should hear this coming. He doesn't. Thought it might be coming from outside. Gets taken out. Bomb is down. Also not being pushed quite well by eLement here. Marsh does go down though to Kyle. 2 players remaining here for eLement in the staircase. Actually in the stairwell, good multi-kill there by Euphoria. Tronic's is remaining. Spawn does come out. Bomb is available for eLement. They're gonna run it. They will. They've managed to clear out everybody. And will they be able to get onto Alpha just in time? I think they might. Might be a frag or two that will happen. Not gonna go straight on. They're actually gonna slow it down. Now Tronic's goes in for the plant. Expected that player to come down and gets Salt as he comes down. He gets cleared out though. Axel's above. Crucial win there for Marsh, but he does go down in return and Euphoria is gonna get cleared out. And puLse. Okay, now Salt's going back. Because I was just confused. The 2 guys just decided to run forward and I was like, okay. Well, they're not going to defuse this. But they leave it to Salt, who spawns as they're running away. And now he gets it done. Quick switch to Joker. Gets a good kill on Kyle there. Also gets a good kill on Joker. eLement trying to slow this down here. Salt's going to push through, but he's going to get found out. Came through very lazily there. And his teammates do the job. They managed to clear out the eLement players. And now push can come in on Bravo. Kyle's going to have to be really clutch here because it's going to be up to him. He doesn't manage to slow anything down and their bomb carrier does go down. The puLse really are bringing it to eLement right now. eLement started off quite strongly, upping the pace of the start of the game. puLse has matched that and continued it. Smoke comes out on the MCOM, which actually helps Salt. Gets the plant in, now the player comes around and he wins that fight as well. Gets some cover from his teammates. Storm is in a good position. Gets one. Very good position. Does get cleared out now by Marsh. Marsh is going to try to get a revive. Quick one. He has been spotted out. He was the last man standing. Joker's going to have to... He's going to actually go for the res instead of just hold his position and try and get spawns. The other players are coming from snow. Axel's got a really good position here. Gets Joker. They are being pressured now. The puLse, I think, are going to take this first half quite comfortably here. Unless Lumi can pull something off. He does get one into the kitchen. Gets a second. Other players, eLement. Marsh is going to get onto it. They're getting cleared out. Ooh. Oh, Marsh does. Oh, no! The bomb goes off. I think he just shimmied. He shimmied a bit too much to the left, and I think the contact was lost. Because I've noticed that when players are defusing, and sometimes they just move a little bit more. Slightly to the left, to the right, you know. I think it loses contact and it just stops. It just stands still when you're defusing. I think he moved. I think he thought it was going to finish and then he moved off. But puLse then take your first half 2 MCOMs to 0 in an unexpected way, as I felt Marsh pretty much was going to defuse that. All he had to do was stand still and get it done, and I think he kind of like decided to move away from it too quickly as he was defusing. Try to preempt it basically in a way, and the MCOM goes off, and now puLse in a very good position to knock this Lithium side out of the tournament and take their final spot and get themselves a final spot at best of 5 up against F5 Gaming tomorrow morning at 9 AM. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Some crazy shit, man. So here we go. eLement Gaming will be on your Russian red side. puLse will be on the US blue. Yeah, dude, it's definitely Dover. You saw it as well. It's that shimmy, dude. He just decided to shimmy off it a little bit as he was defusing, and you can't do that when the you know, the bomb is literally on the last couple of seconds of going off. Because if you do that, you break the thing. The bomb is just going to take it and, you know, blow up. And that's what happened there. So now eLement really put themselves in a tough position. All Marsh had to do was stand exactly still. He had done what he needed to do, which was kill the player that was trying to kill him. Just needed to stand there and let the defuse finish and then get up and move. But I think he tried to preempt that, oh, the defuse is done, I'm going to move away now and try and run quickly. Didn't work out. He goes down now in the mid, and puLse in a really good position as they find themselves 2 MCOMs to 0 up. And eLement, the best they can do is take this to overtime, and now they're hoping for that overtime. After puLse pushed them to overtime in that second map, eLement's only way back into this and back into the final is to take this to overtime and win this third map. Storm gets taken out. He's going to pop smoke. eLement have to be a lot more serious about this now. They really have to take it to them. Hey, Taps, you're only subscribing now. Thanks, dude. Welcome. Welcome once again. Marsh gets a good kill on Hacksaw. Gets rid of him on that Overwatch position. Keddy, it's not about the lifting. That's not what I'm saying, that he lifted off the E button. I'm saying he shifted, and that's the issue. I think it's a very finicky thing, that defuse. Sometimes you guys don't incur any sort of, you know, punishment for moving around while you're defusing. But I think, you know, most of the time in that case, Marsh didn't have to move at all. You know, even to shimmy to cover himself, he didn't need to move. He killed the guy, and he just had to stand still. And unfortunately, the bomb still went off. And I do think it's one of those small little bugs that are still in the system. It's the same thing with the planting sometimes as well. The planting disappears, you think it's gone away, and then suddenly it comes back on again halfway through. So it is there. And I think players should just be aware of that. For instance, going into, if there is going to be a versus gaming, you know, championship games, just keep that in mind. puLse though have managed to clear out eLement, and I think this might just be it for eLement Gaming. Unless something can be pulled out the bag, puLse in a really good position. They're going to set up a really good defensive line here, and I think these guys can definitely smell themselves in that final tomorrow morning as Nadine gets a lot of flack in chat for supporting puLse. Definite unexpected. Storm just standing there with his paddles out, still gets a kill. Wait. Marsh is going to go down. And there we go, guys. puLse will be your other final team. GG. Well played to both teams. And that's going to be it, guys, for the Crackerjack parts. Nah, I'm on it. It's chill, dude. Taps, don't worry, dude. But there you guys have it. That's it for me for now. I'll see you guys again tomorrow morning. But that's the way the cookie crumbles for eLement, and I think they're going to be scratching their heads trying to figure out how they ended up in that situation. But it all came down to that second map. puLse putting some crazy crap out of their pantses and pushing eLement to that OT, and then taking the OT outright by just taking both M-comps. They didn't even bother trying to defend their first M-comp. They just took it on the second half, and then find themselves on the third map, and then outright winning 3 M-comps to 0. Apologies. And now find themselves in a final up against F5 Gaming at 9:30 tomorrow morning at the Ballistix Masters 2018 LanX Championship finals, taking place at LanX 2018 up in Pretoria North. Nadine's gonna go crazy and be really happy. Sorry, Canvas. Sorry, Mrs. Lumi. Sorry about that, and sorry to all the eLement guys out there supporting. Unfortunately, that's how esports goes sometimes. So guys, I'll see you, don't forget, tomorrow morning 9:30. Now we know who the two teams are that's going to be in your final. And yeah, join me for that. I'll be going live just before that. Caddy, thank you so much. Much appreciated as usual. Yeah, so I will see you, Darren, at 9:30 tomorrow, and anybody else who wants to join Darren and myself at 9:30. If you don't want to go to the venue, you can always just join me. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a great Saturday evening further, guys. Be safe. Cheers.